High blood pressure and high blood sugar aren't separate problems. They're two warning lights from the same stressed system. Before glucose rises, before arteries stiffen, oxidative stress and inflammation change how the body regulates itself. That's where failure begins. That stressed system is the oxidative inflammatory regulatory system. And this is where the sweet potato leaf operates, not by forcing blood sugar down, not by dilating blood vessels, but by lowering oxidative load and calming inflammatory signaling, the conditions that decide how glucose and pressure behave in the first place. Sweet potato, Ipomoea batatas. The leaf doesn't chase symptoms. It stabilizes the environment those systems depend on. Sweet potato leaves work through caffeoquinic acids, flavonoids, and protective pigments that lower oxidative pressure and calm inflammatory signaling. These compounds don't stimulate hormones. They don't override insulin. They don't push the nervous system. They regulate stress-responsive signaling. They quiet inflammatory messengers. They support antioxidant defense pathways. They protect the surfaces that control response. Blood vessels, metabolic tissues, cellular membranes. When oxidative stress drops, the vascular lining functions more normally. Blood vessels respond instead of overreacting. Pressure regulation becomes more stable. Not because vessels are forced open, but because the regulatory surface is protected. That's vascular stability. When inflammation quiets, metabolic signaling cleans up. Cells respond to insulin more efficiently. Post-meal glucose handling improves. Resistance drops, not because sugar is blocked, but because the system regains sensitivity. That's metabolic stability. This is why the sweet potato leaf doesn't behave like a drug. It doesn't target numbers. It targets the environment those numbers emerge from. And that's a completely different strategy. This isn't about chasing readings. And it isn't about quick fixes. It's about stabilizing the system before dysfunction turns into diagnosis. That's the role of the sweet potato leaf. Upstream, regulatory, system-wide.